Hey guys, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. I'm going to start you off today by showing you something I see at the club level way too often, and that's the attempt at a return of serve against a floated serve, or what I would consider kind of a pushed serve, okay? So here we go. Mark's going to serve it in, really float it, kind of weak. And I see it all the time, that the idea at the club level so often is that when the opponent has this really weak kind of patty cake first serve or even second serve, that we're supposed to come up and hit it 100 miles per hour, you know, hit the sideline, just have this career shot against this ball that's giving us no pace to work with. Okay, so the fatal mistake there, and something we need to work on, is that when you guys see the opponent floating the serve in, the first thing that's got to click is that, number one, you've got a lot of time. Okay, and what I think the issue is with that time, we're not using a really good thought process about what we should do with the ball. We're just thinking, oh, I'm going to come up and kill this thing. So to get in the mind of a higher level player, especially, let's say we put Roger Federer over here and I started just pushing serves in, the guy would pick the court apart in terms of placement. You wouldn't watch Roger Federer come up and just tee off against a floated first serve, but he'd come up and within an inch or two of where he's aiming, he could land the ball there. And that's because with the time that he had to deal with the shot, he visualized where the ball needs to go, comes up, sets really well, because again, the serve gave him the opportunity to do that. And when you guys set really well, execute a great stroke, and we have this pre-planned target, even at the 3-0 level, I think there's a very good chance that we can put the ball anywhere we want. And in this situation, it makes sense to hit away from the server. So pick out a target that you think is going to give the server a really tough task of getting to that shot and hitting a decent return, and utilize, you know, the time that they give you to set up a really technically sound swing. Don't just come up and try to kill the ball. Okay, so let's back me up again. Mark's going to float a couple in. You guys aren't going to see the result, but what I will do is when I see him float the serve in, I'll tell you guys where I've pre-planned my shot to, and then you'll be able to see how early I've decided compared to the time I'm actually hitting. It's a good full couple seconds. And at that point, so long as I make a decent swing, the ball's going to go where I want it to go, okay? Service line, cross court. Okay, and I just put that 2 feet behind the service line, right on the sideline. Didn't take a lot of racket speed. The server was going to have a really tough time getting to that, okay? Down the line, baseline. Okay, and again, I'm thinking, because I'm not relying on pace, I'm really trying to rely on a really clean, solid stroke. Okay, one more. Drop shot. Okay, and you guys can see I've got so many options there. But we can't be stuck on the idea that when somebody pushes the ball in, that the goal is to just kill it, just wail away. Start using your strokes, pre-planning targets, and execute shots that make it very tough for the server to get to because of the placement of the ball, not because of the power on the ball. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. I hope that was extremely helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you happen to be watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks, and we'll see you guys soon.